Right, hello everyone, welcome back. So I am in Kirkdale/Walton. So we're going to be heading into more Walton. So I'm starting here at the moment because I'm going to head up Everton Valley. And just up Everton Valley there used to be a church called Everton Presbyterian Church. So I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to line up a shot and show you the photograph. So roughly here is where the photograph on screen now is taken, roughly. So on the photograph you see a church spire right at the top of the road there. That's on Everton Valley and Royal Street, right on the corner. Okay, that church is no longer there and I'll explain why now. So where we're going now, where the church once stood, is the site of Liverpool's very first plane crash. Back on the 6th of December 1937, a young novice pilot called Gordon Dutton Angus took off from RAF Sealand in Flintshire in a Hawker Audax Mark 1 on a training flight. Being so young, Gordon was a acting pilot officer, which it's pretty much a training rank. It's the lowest rank that a commissioned officer can get in the RAF. So as the crow flies, or in his case as the Hawker flies, Sealand isn't that much far away from Liverpool, so I'm not sure he was meant to fly to Liverpool or not. There's no clear record saying what should have happened that day, but obviously he did fly towards Liverpool. And being such an inexperienced pilot, visibility was really low that day and he should have been flying in it. It says in some reports that it was foggy. In a lot of other reports it says it's smog caused by so many coal fires in the city. So the lads had that to contend with. What Gordon knew of the incident himself, I'm not too sure. What time he had to react is unknown. But hopefully he didn't know much about it, because once he got to Walton and he got to the church, the plane flew straight into the church spire, burst into flames and crashed into a house on Globe Street just behind the church. Luckily the only fatality in the crash was Gordon himself. No one else was injured, although local window cleaner Thomas Flood and another local man called Thomas Bagley didn't know that, and they rushed to the scene to try and help, but they were beaten back by the flames. Now another interesting fact about Thomas Flood was years later, during the May Blitz, he was awarded the George Cross for bravery during the May Blitz in Liverpool. The church itself survived the plane crash, although it was severely damaged. It must have gone on to get repaired. There's not much in the research of this church, there's not much about the church. Even when it got demolished years later, there's no exact date when it got demolished. It just says late 50s, early 60s. And that was due to an infestation of death watch beetles in the timbers. Interestingly, the church where it stood is only a stone's throw away from Goodison and Anfield, the two football grounds, and that'll become more apparent in a minute when I explain something else that's not related to the plane crash. But here I am at the site, so I'll spin it round. So this is what remains of the actual church. These posts were the original gate post of the church. Now the houses here, and this is Royal Street. So the houses here is where the church stood. Now, let me cross the road and show you something. My parents lived in a flat just over there. So that's why I know a little bit about the history of this. And just over here is the church grounds. Now this was like a little green space, if you like. My parents used to look out the flat window and look onto the green space where daffodils would grow during the spring. But not that long ago they built these houses on them, and it's a shame because it was a nice little tiny bit of green space that they had here. But yeah, I just assumed that was left empty, that plot was left empty ever since the church got demolished in the late 50s, early 60s. Well, let's take it back over. And there's the plaque too. Now you see John Holden in the bottom right and George Mann of Everton in the bottom left. And why that is, on the 15th September 1891, a meeting was held in this church to discuss the removal of John Holden as president of Everton Football Club. On the 15th of March 1892, another meeting was held to officially eject Holden from the club. And as a result, Everton moved from Anfield to Mere Green Fields, which is now called Goodison Park, which Everton are going to be leaving there soon. So another piece of history is on its way out. And the history about John Holden goes on, you know, it speaks for itself. He started Liverpool Football Club, and 9 years later he won his first league title with them. Yeah, so this is just a plaque to commemorate the church and what happened. So I'll read out what it says. This new build development site by Modern Homes Design Limited is on the former Everton Valley Presbyterian Church of England. The site opened on the 12th of June 1866 and held its closing service on the 31st July 1960. Okay, so it's the early 60s when it closed and was probably demolished. This is due to receiving no war damage funding. Okay. On the 6th December 1937, an RAF Hawker Audax from RAF Sealand collided with the church steeple, destroying houses on Everton Valley and Grove Street. The pilot, Gordon Dutton Angus, aged 20, was killed. And as said before, locals Thomas Flood and Thomas Bagley ran to help but were beaten back by the flames. This is all due to smog from household fires in the area. Thomas Flood later received the George Medal. It doesn't say why he received the George Medal. You think that puts it across that he received the George Medal for trying to help, but it wasn't. It was for the May Blitz, the work done on the May Blitz. And it says there, smog as well was a contributing factor. This site has great significance within the area. 2 meetings being held to take control of Everton Football Club by George Mann, who won the vote taking place on the 15th of September 1891. John Holden, his supporters and committee, who was owner of Anfield, went on to develop their own club, Liverpool Football Club and Athletic Grounds Limited, on the 15th of March 1892. William Edward Barclay putting forward the name Liverpool and taken forward by John Holden, ex-president of Everton, now owner of Liverpool FC, known as King John of Anfield. He was a brewer, landowner, politician and Lord Mayor of the city of Liverpool from 1897 to 1898. He'll always be remembered. Both teams and fans are a credit to the city of Liverpool and Merseyside, and long may they reign. These 2 sandstone posts were the entrance of the historic meeting place, and safe from demolition, part of history to also appreciate. Thanking all who participated in this project. Yeah, so it's a nice little plaque that they've got, and it's good that they've gone on to remember. It's a good little memorial that they've got here, you know, saving the sandstone pillars. And it's even got little Royal Air Force signs down there for Gordon Dutton Angus, which is, you know, it's fitting. You know, the young lad didn't deserve to lose his life. And there's a little planter here as well. Hopefully that'll get sorted out by the spring. Everything's looking a bit dead in there. But yeah, there you go, little bit of history. If there's something you liked, then please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me, and it gives me the get up and go to go out and make more videos like this. I've got another one planned in town. It's I won't say too much in case someone else makes the video, but yeah, that's got to be coming soon. I'm going to make that video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, leave me a comment if you know more about this than I do, and give us a thumbs up if you like it. Speak to you soon. Bye now.